Thanks so much for taking some time out today to join us. My name's Charlotte. We're just going to wait a little moment just to see if anyone is online. So just maybe pop in the chat what your name is, where you're coming from. I'm from Sydney. Who else is here? Anyone in the chat? Oh, I've got a chat here. Great. Oh, hi, Donna. Great. All right, guys, let's start. How's everyone's day going? I'm Charlotte. I'm a student enrollment advisor at ISCD, and I'm very excited to present to you about our courses. I'd like to introduce a couple of people today. We've got Gabby Rosenfeld, who's our education manager at ISCD. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, how you going?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Yep,
That's
going
good.
great.
Excellent. I'd like to introduce Liz de Paula. She's a graduate at ISCD. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Gabby. How are you?
Hi, Liz.
Good, good. Fantastic. And we've got Amanda, who's on our ISCD team. She's on our live chat today. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Charlotte. Also, just a bit of housekeeping before we start. Just a reminder for everyone to make sure you change to all panelists and attendees on the live chat. And remember to pop your questions for the Q&A as well that we will be having later. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Amanda. I'll see you ladies later on. Bye. Great. So I will take you through about the different courses. So first of all, let's do a welcome. In the spirit of reconciliation, ISCD acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our respect to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Okay, so in today's session, firstly, I will invite Gabby back on to talk to us about what interior design is, the types of roles you can get, what the difference between interior design and decoration is. Then she will talk about how to find your own unique style, briefly explain the principles of interior design, and give an introduction into colour. She will then bring on our guest speaker, Liz de Paula, who studied at ISCD, to share her experience studying here and what she's doing now. Then I'll come back on to tell you about the ethos behind ISCD and give you details about our new courses. I'll be introducing you to our educators and what kind of industry connections you can get here at ISCD. Feel free to ask any questions along the way. Just pop them in the chat and just select hosts and panelists, and we can answer them at the end. So I'll invite Gabby on. So just a little introduction. Gabrielle Rosenfeld is an education manager and also an interior designer herself, based in Melbourne. So she'll give you a little introduction into what interior design is. So come on up, Gabby. How you going?
Thanks, Charlotte. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad to see there's quite a few people here tonight, which is wonderful. So I was just going to start off by telling everybody, that I'm one of the educators, one of 5 at ISCD. And also, this slide here, I don't want to talk too much about me because it's not about me, but just quickly, I just want to show you guys a project that my team did for a high-end builder pretty much in Mornington Peninsula. It was a brand new build, and this is a show home. So we got to put together the interior. So it was a really cool project, and it was Palm Springs style. So I had heaps of fun putting that together. So just wanted to show you a quick snippet of something that I did with my styling team. So let's start off with learning a little bit more about interior design. So what is interior design? Well, in a nutshell, it involves a process of designing spaces that are both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Interior designers source and specify for clients such things as colour, finishes, flooring, window treatments, furniture and lighting. They also provide spatial planning solutions for residential and commercial spaces such as bars, restaurants, offices, aged care and retail. So there's quite a wide offering there in what interior designers do. And here's some of the areas that interior designers may likely work in. The first one's joinery design. And this one's really where a lot of interior designers land. They will do things like kitchen design, bathroom design, joinery for bedrooms like wardrobes or laundry, cabinetry. So a whole range of different custom-built joinery. Yeah, so that's a very popular choice for interior designers in that field. Also colour design, so you might go off as a colour consultant and specify for residential or commercial projects. Or interior styling, you source and you specify and you do what's called procurement, where you'll put everything together for the client and purchase all the items and make it look amazing for the clients. Or you might do what I have been doing for the last 9 years, which is called property styling. And that's where you style homes for sale for vendors. You might work for builders, real estate agents, yeah, or vendors, straight vendors, and yeah, get the house ready for market. And yeah, pretty much have the property styled from front to back. It's a very exciting industry as well to be in. So people say, well, what's the difference between interior decoration and interior design? So the difference is that, well, interior decorators are more focusing on the aesthetic side of a project. So they'll be sourcing and specifying furniture or artwork or, you know, fabrics, window treatments and things like that. Whereas a interior designer, they're more focused on the, well, so they do that as well, but they're also focused on spatial planning and problem solving, I guess, coming up with ideas for clients where they're creating better use of space. So it's all about form, and you've probably heard those words, form and function. Yeah, so they've got that skill where they can go in and redesign rooms for clients. Yeah, so that gives it, that's the distinction, I guess, those technical skills. Yeah. So this slide talks about what's your interior design style. So can I get you guys to tell me what your favourite style is? I'd love to know. If you want to put in the chat box what your, you know, current favourite style is, I'd love to know. Oh, Moroccan. Thanks, Donna. We know Donna loves Moroccan, crystal, Scandinavian, amazing. Yep, that's awesome. Boho, yep, fantastic. We've got coastal, Japandi. Oh, we've got heaps of good ones. Yep. Modern minimalist. Thanks, guys. That's great. So I've got 3 examples here. The first one's Japandi style. And before I go through those 3 different styles, it's also really important to know why we need to understand styles, because you need to be across, obviously, all the different styles as an interior designer. And also it's really important that you understand so that you can help your clients when you're consulting and specifying things for them. So the first style here, Japandi, so that is a combination of a Japanese and Scandinavian type look. So it's very organic, shapes, raw materials, has that beautiful earthy and natural elements to it. The second style is modern Victorian style. So that's a beautiful period style where you're being sympathetic to the architecture, but you're also bringing in modern elements to give it a bit of a more contemporary twist. I don't know if you saw the block last night, but the sisters had to go for a visit with Shelley and do a bit of a tour on an interior designer's house, and it was a really cool house. And she redone a modern Victorian and brought in all these really cool and quirky elements, and it looked fantastic. Yeah. And then the third one is coastal style. So we're probably all pretty familiar with that. That's a beautiful soft palette, and again, using raw materials, sisals, textures, lots of layers and things like that. So one of the things you'll learn first of all in the course is the elements and principles of design, and it's really important that you understand how they both intertwine. One can't be without the other. So I suppose, yeah, if I just go through how it works. So do you sometimes feel like, you know, when you're in a room, you get that sense of, oh, so put together? That's because everything's balanced and cohesive, because your elements and principles are aligning really well. So we teach you 7 elements and 7 principles. And if you can think of the elements are like the raw materials, so they're the ones up the top: line, direction, shape, size, color, tone, and texture. And the principles are sort of like the different formations and combinations of how the materials present themselves. So if you look at the mushroom picture up the top, it's where it says texture and repetition. The mushroom's texture is the natural element, and the formation of repetition is the actual principle, if that makes sense. So that kind of intertwine there, the two. Yeah, something very interesting, and you'll get to know that more and more as you understand it. And you'll look at everything like, oh, is that element and principle goes well together. Colour, again, colour, well, that's what we're sort of famous for. We've been around a long time, ISCD, and colour has always been our hero as far as educating students in colour. And it is obviously another major element in design. And of course, it is subjective and expressive. So everybody has different opinions on colour, of course, but it has the ability to impact our lives in many capacities. So the first thing we teach you in colour is colour theory, and how it will increase your awareness of structures and guidelines, and how it will assist in putting together schemes. Yeah. You'll also know how some colour schemes will work better with others. So there is a science behind it, and when you see something put well together, you know, it didn't just happen like that. It's happened for a reason, because there is that, you know, science behind it. So what I wanted to do is just get a few of you, if you like, on the chat to just tell me if you know. It's okay if you don't, but who knows what the primary colours and secondary colours are? If anyone knows, I'd just love to know if anyone's got any clues. Oh, look at you guys go. Yep. Oh, well done, guys. Oh, there you go. You're naturals, you know already. That's great. All right. So the interior design industry is growing, and if you look at the stats there, you can see over the next 5 years, it's expected to grow 19.1%. So that's massive. So if you look at sort of where things have sort of fallen over the last few years, you can sort of see how people are working from home more. Yeah, there's a real need for people to have that, you know, lovely, perfect office, not perfect, but, you know, a lovely office space to work in from home. Another area that's hit a growth stage is aged care. So there are a lot of people working in the aged care sector. The lady that was on the info session recently, she works in the aged care sector, and they do a lot of styling for aged care facilities. So they'll go through and style the whole facility, which is amazing. So there is a real high demand for it, definitely. So thanks for listening to me, just giving you a little bit of a brief insight, and I hope you just, you know, take away a little bit of information there. But what I want to do now is introduce you to Liz. Now, before I bring Liz on, I just want to go through Liz's bio. So Liz is a graduate at ISCD, and Liz has been passionate about houses and construction, colours and textures since she was a child. While working in interior design, it started out as a hobby, but today Liz says she can't imagine doing anything else. With a love for arts, music, and all kinds of design, expression, good coffee, and books, life for Liz is always full of warmth and colour. Her interior design business, Novo Design Studio, reflects the belief that every home should be unique, expressing the personalities of the people living there. So, hi Liz, come on over.
Hi, Gabby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Thanks
So
for having
before
me.
we start, because I'm going to ask you a series of questions and just, have a bit of a chat.
Good.
After we've had our chat, we'll have a bit of a Q&A session around that. And if anyone's got any questions they want to ask you, Amanda's going to jump on in and help us out with that. So let's get started. So my first question is, if you could tell us, what were you doing before you joined ISCD and started studying?
It's funny because I have contact with architecture since I was kid, but my dream job was being a firefighter. But in the end,
Wow. A
in
fire?
the end, I have a degree or an accounting degree, and I work with IT company in my entire life. And yeah, I didn't have any opportunity to study interior design before, but yeah, when I decided to get married, I started to buy some magazines, and I fell in love with interior design, and today I'm more than happy to finish the course and be a interior designer.
Well, that's fabulous. Yeah, good for you, Liz. Yeah, you've come a long way, haven't you? For, 2 years and you've finished, and that's wonderful. So why did you actually decide to do the course?
Um, I decided to start the course in New South Wales before the pandemic. In 2020, when the pandemic started here in Australia, a lot of people, including myself, started to study online. And studying online was, and I feel much better and relaxing studying online instead of going to a physical place every single day. And also, at back the time, I was moving to WA. And yeah, when I moved it and combined with the pandemic, I started to research for some colleges, some colleges, and and I found ISCD, and I was pretty happy to enroll 2 years ago, and it was a very good and excited journey these 2 years.
That's great. Yeah, it's always good when you can fit things in around your lifestyle too, isn't it? By being online. Yeah. So did you have much interior design experience before you started doing the course?
No, actually, before I start the diploma course here in ISCD, I did a certificate in a school in New South Wales, the place that I used to live. But yeah, I did 1 year of certificate 4, and then I jumped straight to the diploma course here in ISCD.
Wonderful. That's great. So I suppose we were kind of covering that before, but there are obviously different courses out there. And what was this sort of, why did you choose ICD? What was the final sort of thing that made you choose?
I found when I started to research, I found some content online was not exactly the same as the uh, physical classes, and reading through all the content with from ISD, I have an idea. Oh, the content is the same, exactly the same. What the physical students will learn, I will be learning online as well. And yeah, and also combine with the align with the financial aspect. Yeah, I think this is the better option for me. And yeah, wow, was amazing, was incredible.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're glad you chose ISCD, because we love having you on.
Yeah, and also great educators as you, Gabby, and I have the privilege to have you and other educators, other professionals as my educators. And yeah, what amazing.
Oh, that's lovely. So tell us a bit about studying online and what that has meant for you and for your lifestyle.
I think I'm married. I don't have kids, but yeah, I need the fact that study at home is more convenient. Yeah. And one thing that I learned to study at home, we need to be very organized and yeah, separate your personal time, your study time, and yeah, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, discipline, bit of self-discipline and time management. Yes.
Yeah. We need this kind of discipline, time management. Yeah, be focused, and yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And
And
what's
move
been a
on.
highlight? Oh, sorry, Liz.
Sorry, and move on when we needed to move on.
Oh,
Sometimes,
yes.
yeah, sometimes
Don't
we
overthink
start
it.
to be very not procrastinating, but we wanted to do things really well, but we need to, in order to complete the course. And yeah, it's good to have this opportunity. And yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It was good for me to study at home.
Yeah, that's good. I know it's that fine line between being a perfectionist and getting on with it. And right, I think I'm gonna have to leave that now. I've spent too many hours on that. It's time to move on. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what's been a highlight for you doing the course?
The highlight for me, I have a few highlights, but learning a lot of things, in important and relevant things, in a quick period of time, in the way very efficiently. Have the opportunity to have the sessions, class sessions with our educators, met these wonderful professionals, and also the opportunity to make friends. And yeah, and how can I say, be together in this journey. I think was really, really great. I think this is the thing that I suppose at the beginning I was thinking that study online was a little bit boring, or to be alone will be very difficult to continue the study. But yeah, as soon as the course is progressing, you make some friends, and yeah, and be in contact with your educators. Yeah, was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For an online course, there's no shortage of communication, is there? yeah, there's plenty of reaching out and checking in and making sure everyone's good, and yeah, so that's
Yeah. I was thinking, oh, how can I do if I have a question and there is someone to reply me, to assist me, and yeah, in 100%, I never leave without any answer, and yeah,
that's good.
always have the educators supporting, and yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh, wonderful. And what are you working on at the moment? Have you got a project that you're working on yourself?
Actually, I started as a student. I started guiding some friends working as a consultant, color consultant, and also help them to choose materials, finish the materials. But now I started to working in my own apartment, and yeah, it's great because it's good when you do something that you don't know, but
Yep.
it's great when you do something that you really know. This is now this is will be working more effectively, and yeah, I'm very excited to start to put the pieces together in a real life here for this apartment.
Oh, wonderful. You're the client and the boss.
Yeah.
Fun. That sounds amazing. So what's been your proudest achievement in your career so far?
For me, Gabby, I think was learning a new profession in another language was a little bit difficult for myself, and I was thinking, oh, I can do or not. But yeah, I think the biggest achievement was yeah, I can do it, and everyone can do it. Yeah, if you have time or not, if you have kids or not, yeah, just do it. Take your a little bit time for yourself and learn a new thing. And yeah, and learn interior design was amazing and lovely. I love interior design.
That's amazing. Yeah, very, very inspirational, Liz. Yeah. So what would your advice be for someone looking to get into interior decoration or design?
If I can give one advice for you guys that thinking study interior design is be a curious person in terms of learning, in terms of what's happening around you in the TV, music, yeah, everything, food. I think we surrounded by inspiration every day, every minute, and yeah, and believe yourself, and don't be scared. Believe yourself and do it. Just do it.
Yeah, that's wonderful advice. Yeah. Confidence comes with practice and learning, doesn't it?
Yeah. Speaking about confidence, I still need to work in my confidence, but yeah, it's good. It's not easy to learn to start a new career in a mature age in another country, but it's be a fantastic journey, and I'm very excited for the future.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thanks so much, Liz, for that insight. That's really nice to hear your story. And Amanda, are you able to come on and we'll see if we've got any questions? Hi.
Hello, thank you, Liz, for sharing your story. It's very inspirational to learn about where you come from and where you are at right now. We do have a few questions. Actually, we have a good amount of questions. I will save some for later, but I do have a few questions for you, Liz, if that is okay.
Okay.
We have a question from Crystal. Hi, Liz. I am coming from a registered nursing background, and I feel a little overwhelmed by having a big change in careers. How did you go with the transitioning from accounting to interior design and then into your company?
Oh, yeah, it's not easy. At the beginning, of course, every changing, is scary, but after working for more than a decade in the same company, of course, I love it, the job that I have back the time. But at some point, I thought to myself, oh, I need to do something that I'm not happy anymore. I need to do something that I really like it. And yeah, it's not easy. It's a little bit scary, but I think you need to do little steps, step by step, and yeah, and if you
Yeah.
are something that you really like it, and have a go and have a try, and
Yeah, definitely. You never know until you try.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Thank you. We have a question as well from Adriana. She asked, do you feel like the course supported you with how and what to include in proposals, how and when to charge for 3D images as well? So I suppose your floor plans and all your drawings.
Uh, it's a good question. One thing that, of course, in the course we speak a lot about this kind of questions and debate, but yeah, I think it's depend the place that you are. Also, uh, how can I say this? How can you present your work? And yeah, and make what I did was um, do a local research for the professionals in my city, in my state, and yeah, and but of course, when we have this subject on the on during the course, we have a lot of questions and talk about this, and it was really great. Gabby, she, I remember she had one session, one online session, and talk about this, and yeah, we cannot leave the course without any answer. Yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. I actually attended a few of the info sessions and I've learned a bit of quotes and things. So I know they happen.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's great. The
amazing.
sessions is great. You know, I
Yeah.
was thinking, yeah, we'll be alone and we'll be boring and tired, but it's not. I really, it's not. It's very excited and great to have all the support for the educators, and also make friends and share your thoughts, and yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Liz. We have a question as well from Donna. She was asking when you tend to work on your projects from. So are they just based where you live or you find opportunities all over Australia? And that's for Gabby, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, I started, as I said before, I started helping some friends and register all these consulting small jobs. And yeah, but my idea is starting renovating my apartment and start to publish in my accounting, my Instagram accounting, how can the development of this renovation, and yeah, and let's see the future clients, waiting for the future clients.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. I think this answers Emma's question as well. She was asking if you start working as a designer while you're still studying. You just talked about that. And we have a question from Marisa. She said, proud of you. So proud of you, Liz. Do you use AutoCAD for your work?
We learn AutoCAD in the course, but to be honest, I love SketchUp. We learn SketchUp as well and learn AutoCAD. And for me, for my workflow, I prefer to do everything on SketchUp. Yeah, but it's a personal preference, you know. But AutoCAD, it's an amazing application and easy to learn. It's like as soon as you get the idea how to use it, it's not difficult at all. And yeah, but I have a preference to use to do all the 3D models and documentations, everything on SketchUp.
Yeah, amazing.
Your drawings are incredible on SketchUp and your fly-throughs, and you've embraced SketchUp beautifully.
Thank you. Yeah, one thing that I when I start the course, I have no idea about interior design, about nothing, elementary principles, nothing. And one thing that I discovered during the course, I am a more technical person. I love drawings. I love technical drawings. And yeah, this is, I really love this part of interior design. And yeah, thanks, Gabby.
Thank you. I have just one more question before we move on. We do have more questions, but I'll leave them for the end. Just one for you, Liz, is what do the assessments or projects consist of? So what kind of assessments you did?
The assessments, they at the beginning, they progress as the course is progressing as well, but we have a lot of we need to answer some questions. I think is because in order we don't have a face-to-face class, and in order to learn, we have a lot of readings, good readings, and we need to do some questions, and as well start to develop this creative side. Yeah, starting doing some mood boards, and step by step, mood boards plus something, and at the end we can produce a very beautiful piece of work that at the beginning we cannot imagine we can do that, but yeah, at the end we can do it. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Liz. I'll save a few of the questions for the end, and I'll call Charlotte now to come back. And
thank you very much, Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
Great. Thanks so much. That was a very fruitful discussion, everyone. Thanks, Gabby, Amanda, and Liz. That was really, really great. I learned a lot myself. So I've kept Gabby on just to, as we've just launched these new courses, new diploma and certificate courses, and I know you've had a big involvement, Gabby, with this. So I will go in more detail, but in just a couple of words, can you describe what these courses entail and what you're excited about?
Yeah, thanks, Charlotte. There's a lot of excitement around our new courses. We've launched them. People are in there, and from what I can see, they're absolutely thriving. It's been wonderful looking in to see where everyone's at. The biggest change that we've had in the new courses is we are very focused on offering our students the best software tools that we can provide them to, you know, have that advantage and that edge. So one of the exciting things that we've brought on is our collaboration with Programmer. So Programmer is a project management software program that really saves interior designers so much time. So they'll be doing all their scheduling in there, their finishes schedules, paint all their scheduling is done in there instead of the old-fashioned style spreadsheets. So all the training's provided to our students. They're going to love it. And then also we've got 8 subjects now. They're 9 weeks. I know you'll go into it in more detail, but just in a nutshell. So I'm pretty excited. All our assessments have been redone and they're all contextualized to real life properties, real life scenarios. You know, it's amazing and yeah, very exciting times. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for going into that. That's amazing. And yeah, we're also very excited to be launching it and see what they produce. So so thanks, Gabby. I'll chat to you later in the Q&A. See you later. All right. So as we can see here, so we're very, very proud to say that since opening our doors in 1983, we've helped over 5,700 alumni realize their creative potential and become part of this growing industry. Because here at ISCD, we are dedicated to delivering quality training and an authentic online experience to help you achieve your goals. Now let's delve into the courses that we offer. So our curriculum includes 2 nationally accredited courses, the Diploma of Interior Design and the Certificate 4 in Interior Decoration. We also have essential short courses as well as micro-credentials. These courses are 100% online. They've also been designed and developed with our creative technology collaborators, the Academy of Interactive Technology. So you can be confident that you'll complete the most relevant interior design course in Australia today. Now, let's delve into the benefits of an interior design course that is online. So here you'll get to use the latest digital design software to enhance visualization and communication. You'll develop adaptability skills so that you can adopt new technologies and trends during your career as they emerge. You'll also learn to increase efficiency and productivity in your professional practice, and your proficiency in these tools will better position you for a wider range of career opportunities, offering you greater career advancement and financial success. Now let's delve into the ethos of ISCD. So what are we about? We give you access to the latest professional software, which I'll go through in a little bit. We make sure your learning is interactive through responding to industry briefs, as Gabby was mentioning. We encourage experimentation with tech tools, and we endorse collaborative learning through discussion boards. Our educators offer mentorship and guidance who are all practicing interior designers with their own businesses. We have ensured that all our learning materials use visual aids through pre-recorded recording, online video tutorials, and much more. Our course content has been updated with a more focus on technology that is relevant for the interior designer today. We've done this by collaborating with our creative technology partner, AIT. We don't have set class times per se, but instead you are given the course content that you work at your own pace. So with some discipline, and that way you can balance your work and family and your other commitments as well. Now onto our courses. So the first, the most popular course is the Diploma of Interior Design. Our next intake is Monday the 28th, so that's next Monday, but we do have a regular intake every Monday of the week. The course duration is 18 months and the study commitment is 12 to 16 hours per week. The price is $15,800, which includes all the software. So I'll go through that in a little second, but it's actually worth 1.7K's worth of software is actually included in the course. The payment options, you can pay upfront or monthly or by study block. Otherwise, we have VSL loan. It's a vocational student loan. The minimum age to start is 17 years. And the entry requirements, you would just need to complete a 300-word design ethos statement, which just expresses your interest and your passion for interior design. If you are opting for the VSL loan, though, we also need you to show some academic achievement. So whether it be your Year 12 HSC, Cert 4, or Diploma or degree that you've done previously. Also, if you've done the Certificate 4 course, that'll be fine. You don't need to do the statement. In terms of the study blocks, you'll see there are 4 study blocks, and each study block comprises of 2 subjects. Each subject takes 8 weeks to do. My apologies, 9 weeks. And each study block is 18 weeks. And there's a 2-week break between each study block if you wanted to take a holiday with the kids or just take a mental break. Altogether, you're looking at 18 months, and it's 1,200 hours worth of study. Someone in the chat mentioned about assessments. So we do have 3 assessments for each subject, and they could be a mood board or a written presentation, online presentation. It varies on the subject. As I mentioned, 12 to 16 hours of study per week. And some of these subjects can be taken as a standalone subject called a micro-credential. For example, the first 2 subjects, design and colour and design practice, that can be taken as a standalone if you just want to step in, see what you feel. Also, if you're a designer yourself and you just want to upskill, you can do that. And those are $1,990. So they're sold separately. And if you wanted to do further, if you wanted to do the certificate or diploma further on, you can get a credit transfer into that. Now, a lot of our graduates have started their own businesses, such as Liz. We've got another example, Chantel Traficante, who owns Benikesh Designs, and she imports a lot of her goods from Morocco. We've got Cara from the block. She's got her own business with her partner, Kyle and Cara. Others are working in related fields that they love. A few of the job outcomes we can see here: residential interior designer, interior decorator, resident stylist or colour consultant, or soft furnishing consultant. And you'll notice that some of these slides have some gorgeous student work. This one actually is by Liz herself. So you'll see as you go on, you'll be doing a lot of assessments and you're producing these kind of works, which adds to your portfolio at the end, and you can use that to get work. Now onto our other accredited course, our Certificate 4 in Interior Decoration. The intake is also next Monday, the 28th, but the intakes are every Monday. So gives you the flexibility to join whenever you can. The course duration is half from the diploma, so half the duration, 9 months, and the study commitment is also 12 to 16 hours per week. The price is $7,900, and in that you get 1.2K's worth of software, all included in the course. The payment options are likewise upfront or per study block or per month. And the entry requirements is similarly a design ethos statement. So 300 words, just expressing your passion for interior design. And as you can see here, it's 2 study blocks as opposed to 4. So you're doing 4 subjects. Each subject is 9 weeks, and each study block is 18 weeks. And so you've got a 2-week break between those study blocks. And it's 9 months, 12 to 16 hour study period, and the first 2 subjects can be taken as a micro-credential. We're still developing the other subjects, so if there's one that really interests you, just let me or Amanda know, and we can let you know whether we need prior skills or some credentials before that. Okay, so in terms of the job outcomes, you can become a real estate stylist or interior decorator, residential stylist, soft furnishing consultant, or a colour consultant. And we've got another beautiful work here as well by Eleanor English, one of our students. Now, the biggest change with our courses is the software. We're very happy to include all the software in all our courses. So in the Certificate 4, which is the first couple of blocks you can see here, it includes Photoshop, InDesign, SketchUp, and Programmer. So SketchUp is what Liz was mentioning. It's a 3D modeling software. So not so much modeling, rather, it's like a three-dimensional dollhouse, and you can put the different elements in there. So furniture, window wall treatments, and design a space and make recommendations for clients. It's really useful. And Gabby mentioned Programmer. So Programmer is used for project management and scheduling. And actually no other college offers Programmer in the course. So ISCD is the only one. So as I mentioned, in the Certificate 4, it includes $1,200 worth of software. So it's really, really beneficial. In the diploma course, you get that plus AutoCAD and V-Ray. It's an add-on to SketchUp, which is really useful for writing and other effects. So the diploma course actually includes $1,700 worth of software. So really good to note. Now, if you're looking for a creative outlet, say just a hobby, you want to redecorate your home, or you just want to start somewhere, like a little taster, come and do one of our essential short courses. They're for anyone if they want to step into the world of styling, colour, or surface design. Each one is aimed at giving you the basic foundation knowledge and skills in that specific field. We developed with our industry partners these courses to ensure that our students have the most up-to-date and relevant content. So firstly, the Styling Essentials short course is endorsed by our Home Beautiful editorial team and includes inspiring, beautiful and content straight from the magazine. With a 95-year history, Home Beautiful is Australia's oldest homes title. The Colour Essentials short course is another endorsed company with Hames Paint. So Hames Paint is a very respected Australian company based in Ballarat in 1935. And the colour course will introduce you to the world of colour schemes and every amazing little detail you know about colour, such as the colour wheel, colour relationships, whites and neutrals. In the surface design course, you will learn about drawing techniques and how to create a pattern using Illustrator. This could be for a curtain design or cushion or for merchandising. So delving a little deeper, so these courses are 6 weeks long, done through open learning, and you can enroll anytime. It doesn't have to be on a Monday, it can be any time. Once you pay for this course, the subscription starts and lasts for 6 weeks. So just make sure you complete that. It's 18 hours study commitment with 3 hours per week. So you go through 6 modules and work through at your own pace. The price is $499 and you get a digital certificate at the end. Even though these are not accredited, if you enroll into the Certificate 4 course, you can get a discount from the course. So whatever the Certificate 4 is, which is $7,900, you get a discount from that once you do the short course. It's a really, really good course to do just if you want to upskill or as a creative outlet, as I said. If you don't want to commit to the full Certificate 4 or the diploma, but you still want an accredited course, you can do a micro-credential. So these are standalone subjects from the diploma course. The first 2 are on our website and you can enroll straight away for that. They are each 9 weeks in total, and it's $1,990. If you decide, look, I want to do the Certificate 4 course, the whole thing, or the diploma, you can get a credit transfer into that. So we'll take that completely. There are 3 assessments in each subject, in each of these micro-credentials, and you can enroll any Monday. There is no software included in these courses. However, for a limited time only, until October, we're giving away Adobe Creative Cloud access. So until October, you can actually have that all included, all the software. All right, so people often ask me, so what are the connections that ISCD has? Well, we've been around for 40 years and we've gained a lot of industry connections and we do a lot of networking because we do really care about connecting our students to the industry, and we really know that that helps. So we currently work with over 20 companies, and here are some examples. These partnerships allow our students to step into the design world. They may be through an online masterclass such as Dulux or Torbens, or an industry excursion, which can be online, or a placement program. We have an internship program with Bowerbird Interiors, which some of our graduates have already been in and they loved it. Once you graduate from the diploma course, you can apply for this internship, and Amanda can send through some information in the live chat if you're interested. Now on to our educators. So you'll see here are our talented and dedicated educators, and they're all active professionals in the industry with their own successful businesses. They have a deep passion for design, a wealth of first-hand experience, and the willingness to share and impart their knowledge. Their goal as your educators is to create an engaging and enriching study experience and give you all the tools necessary for you to succeed out in the industry. And you can just, if you wanted to Google their websites or they're on Instagram and LinkedIn, so you can check them out. All right, keep the questions coming. We're almost up to question time. If you want to stay connected with ISCD, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. We often have some beautiful student works on there, so it's really good to check them out regularly. And we also have our mailing list, which updates you on current trends and online information sessions such as this. Okay, all right, well, I'm going to stop there and invite Amanda back on. And can I also get Liz and Gabby? And we'll have a Q&A. So how did it go? Amanda, any
Hello.
questions?
Yes, we have questions, and please keep popping your questions in the live chat. I will start with this question for Gabby. So Gabby, this is a question from Bianca, by the way. She's asking, AI is expected to affect many industries. How does ISCD prepare students for this change?
Oh, that's a good question. Hi, Bianca. I like it. Well, yeah, AI is everywhere. AI is here to stay. Like it or not, too bad, it's here. So embrace it. We certainly are. And yeah, like you said, a lot of industries are already integrating it. It's a really good question. Interior design, it'll have its place. Right now, it's still... I recently went to Melbourne Uni for a seminar on it, and a lot of the architects and designers that are using it, it's a lot of experimental play. So it's not actually, there's a lot of prototyping and there's a lot of experimenting, but there's not a lot of, finality in it. Things are still, I'd say, in its infancy stage in that realm. So things like, we'll teach you this too in the course. We actually have modules on tech, AI, 3D printing. We talk about, what's out there, who's doing what in the industry. So, I would say at the moment it's a slow burn, but it'll obviously pick up. I'm not sure if that's answering your question there, Bianca, but hopefully that's where you're kind of heading with your question.
It's a great answer.
Yeah.
You did well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gabby. And also another question from Bianca from before. She was asking a technical question. So I know the course tuition includes softwares. Is this just for the duration of the course, or will we have access after graduation?
Yeah, so you get all your licenses and subscriptions to all your software, and then once obviously you graduate and finish the course, they are ISCD owned subscriptions and licenses. So you just have to reach out to the provider and start up your own subscriptions, but we have you covered right through your whole course. So you don't have to worry about a thing. It's so good. You just, now the way we've set it up is you just enroll and you don't have to think about the tech. It's just a nice transition.
Yeah, thanks, Gabby. I have a question from Donna as well, and I believe this is probably good for Gabby and Liz to have a chat. For the assessments, do you have the ability to collaborate with other students, or is it more individually focused? I think Liz can share a bit of her experience with the assessments.
The assessments, they are individual assessment, but as I say, for my experience, when as soon as I start the course and also starting doing the sessions with another students and the educators, we start to be familiar and yeah, develop some friendship and exchange some number, exchange email, and yeah, and for my experience, I have two friends that we start the course together, and it was great because sometimes, especially in the weekends, I cannot send some emails for, oh, it's a weekend, I cannot send email to Gabby uh, just on Monday, but yeah. Do you have any question? Do you have, how can you do this? How can you do that? And it's great to share experience and yeah, makes friends is great.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, we structure the subjects to around, in the new course, we have question forums for each assessment. So the students, the amount of activity, Crystal, you're in there, the amount of activity going on in there is fantastic. There's backwards and forwards and questions and things. And yeah, there's a real hype of peer-to-peer learning and that collaborative feedback between the students. So that will be right through the course. Those forums, we have instructional videos, and then if the students need extra help, well, we're there too, and we can jump on a Zoom or whatever they need. So you shouldn't find yourself on an island or stuck. That's the intention, is to make sure everybody feels included. Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
Thank you, Gabby. And also, Gabby, while I have you here, this is a good question for you as well, from Adriana. She was asking, do you have networking events? How it works?
Yeah, so we attend Decor and Design. We take students off and meet there. We've been doing that for the last few years. That's an amazing opportunity for students to connect, to meet face to face. Oh, you're a real person. So yeah, and then we all walk around together and get to know everybody, which is wonderful. We have a newsletter once a month too, and our marketing team, they're fantastic. They put together a whole heap of what's on. So you can go off and they'll have each state covered, and there's always something happening. So they'll give you a rundown of what's happening in each state and what events are going on. So you're kind of not waiting for, something to happen. You can go off and take that initiative and see what's happening in your own state, which is great as well. Yeah, so we try and have that connection with our students, even if it's once or twice a year. Yeah, we really enjoy that. If that's in Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane, our educators are based in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane.
Yeah. Thank you, Gabby. I have another one for you as well. Sorry, they keep coming. We have a question from Donna. She was asking, do the industry connections allow us to open a trade account while studying?
Yeah, so that's a good one. Thanks, Donna. I haven't had a question like that before. Well, with your trade accounts, when you are starting out, there are some easy suppliers that you'll have no problem with. You need an ABN. If you aren't a business yet and established and you don't have a business name registered, at the very least you need an ABN, and you obviously need to be in the industry in some shape or form. You will find though some suppliers want trade references, so it can be a bit tricky when you're starting out because you don't have any trade references until you start working. So I guess the short answer is that yes, you can get trade accounts set up while you're studying. Yeah, it just depends who the supplier is.
Yeah. Thanks, Gabby. And I have a question as well from Donna. Also, if I was to reallocate overseas, do I have the ability to continue with this course overseas? I think Charlotte can answer this one.
Thank you, Donna. Yeah, absolutely. This is a nationally and internationally recognised course, so you can definitely continue with the course, and it's 100% online, so it's really easy. We've had some students from the UK and I believe a French girl in Japan, or have I got it wrong? The Japanese girl in France. Anyway, something like that. So we've had some overseas students. So yeah, more than welcome to.
Yeah, thanks, Charlotte. I have a question as well from Marisa for you, Gabby. Would we learn how to draw floor plans as well as design?
Oh yes, you bet. You'll be dreaming about them. You'll be going to bed going, oh my God, not another floor plan. Yeah, definitely. We drum that into you from the get-go. So, yep, rest assured there's plenty of practice on floor plans, there's elevations, sections. You will not believe how much you will learn in a short time frame. And like Liz said earlier, you will start off not knowing anything, and by the time you've finished, you're producing these incredible portfolios of work. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Liz. Thanks, Gabby. And we have a question from Crystal. I think this one is for you as well. She said, hi, Gabby. In regards to the previous question, are the events scheduled and paid for, or is it out of pocket? Oh, that's the first time I heard this one. It's a good question.
So in the past, yeah, look, they're free. So the Decor and Design Show, to register, it's free, and you've just got to get yourself there. So yeah, that we tend to not do too many events where you've got to pay. That's a bit inconvenient. There was one where we did at Robin Boyd House, but that was worth every cent. I think it was like, I don't know, $20, $30 or something, but that was incredible because we went to the Walsh Street House in South Yarra and saw you know, one of Australia's famous architects, Robin Boyd, and had a talk and a tour, which was amazing. So, but yeah, generally no, the things that we do are free. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Gabby. And also there's a question from, sorry, Adriana, for you, Gabby, as well. The floor plans, sorry. Oh, yes. If we learn the floor plans in the certificate 4 or just the diploma?
You'll learn in both. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the best subject coming up. I'm really excited because we're building it at the moment. We're going to be doing like 3D model, like a mini model of, yeah, I don't want to give away too much. It's exciting. But yeah, there's plenty of opportunity in both the courses for drawing, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Gabby. Do we have any more questions before we finish? If not, feel free to reach out to Charlotte and I later. We can answer any questions you might have. But I think that's it for tonight. Oh, we have one more actually, just before we go, from Christina. She was asking, if you want to do color consulting, is the color micro-credential enough? I think Gabby's probably really good to answer this one.
Well, yeah, I mean, the color and design micro-cred packs a lot in there, and there's a lot, because what we've done is we've got 4 units of competency in there. So we've got the advantage of teaching you not only foundational color, but also the advanced color. So we have you in your assessments producing interior and exterior color schemes for a client. You have to go out and research heritage overlays. There's a lot of good detailed content and great assessments in there. So I think as a colour consultant, there'd be quite a lot that you'd be learning in there if that was your focus. Yeah, and you're going to get 4 accredited units. You'll have 4 units as well that you'll walk away with.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Gabby. Well, thank you, everyone. I think I'll pass to Charlotte. So we
Great.
can,
Mhm.
yeah, keep going.
Thanks, Amanda. Thanks so much, Gabby, and thanks, Liz, again for popping on, and thanks, Amanda, for feeding through the questions. Just stay online for a little bit longer. I've got a couple more slides, but we'll say goodbye to the ladies. Thanks, everyone. All right, let's share my screen. All right, so if you have any questions that we didn't answer, or you want to clarify anything or need any more information, please reach out to myself, Charlotte, or Amanda. We've got our contact details here and our email addresses. Okay. And we do have regular information sessions every month. The next one's the 28th of September. So in case you missed this one or you wanted to refamiliarize with yourself with the information, we also have new graduates coming on each time. So if you want a little different insight, then please come along. It's a surprise who the next graduate will be, but it's on the 28th of September. You can hop online or the QR code is here. And last but not least, if you have decided that this is the course you want to do, please don't hesitate and jump on our website, iscd.edu.au, or you can scan the QR code. We have regular intake, so every Monday of the week. So I'm sure you'll find one that's suitable for you. So thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We're going to leave it there, but have a wonderful evening. I hope you learned a lot, and feel free to touch base with us tomorrow or next week if you have any interest. Thanks so much for your time. Have a good night. Bye.